going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Casey Mack, and I'm gonna do this video for the trucking community, for the new drivers and experienced drivers. But it's a lot of talk about local jobs. I know a lot of the new drivers want to know if they can go local with no experience, straight out of school or whatever. And yes, you can go local with no experience. And some drivers been on the road for a while and they want to go local and don't really know the best local companies to go to. So it's best for some drivers really to go over the road first, so you can get comfortable with the truck, because you're getting on the highway and you're not dealing with a lot of traffic in the city, because that city traffic can be rough for a new driver. So that's why most companies want you to be, an over the road driver for a couple of years before they even hire you, at least 1 year, because they know that at least you're comfortable with the truck and you done been through some traffic. So I mean, but for the drivers that just want to go local, fresh out of school, I mean, you got companies that'll hire you. I'm not gonna speak on all of them, but I mean, I'm gonna speak on some. And like, I hear about a lot of people talk about US Foods. I don't know much about that company. I delivered there a bunch of times, and I know you gotta, as a company driver, I didn't like driving and just delivering it to their company. I didn't like really to sort and segregate, but it eased up over time where it wasn't so many pallets, because I've been doing LTL, so it's not always a full truckload for me. Normally it's just a certain amount of pallets that I'm delivering, so it wasn't so bad after I got used to it. But as far as their company drivers, I don't really know how they run, but I do hear that you can drive for them with no experience local. You have to check up on that. But some people go to FedEx. FedEx a pretty good company to drive for, going local. I know they was taking people straight out of school. I don't know if they still are. I'm pretty sure they are, especially with freight booming and companies behind on drivers, behind on picking up freight. So pretty sure your driving record with your regular driving license is good. You don't have a lot of speeding tickets and accidents. I'm pretty sure you can get a local job with FedEx. A lot of these local companies, or the LTL carriers, will let you start out on their dock, so you don't even have to go to school first. You can just get hired on as a dock worker with the intent to be a driver, and they'll train you and you'll already have your local job. That's the easiest way to do it. If you go to school first and then you still can go to those companies and then you'll be a step ahead. So it's nothing wrong with going to a school, but if you're gonna spend the money to go to a school, you might want to try to go to an LTL carrier first and tell them you want to drive, tell them you want to get your CDL, but you're willing to work the dock if you have to in the meanwhile. And a lot of times that'll get you in the door. And like I said, you'll already have your local job. ABF Freight is a good company to go to. That's one of my favorites to work at if you want to go to a local company, because for one, it's a union company. A lot of people don't know what a union company is, what it's about, but I'd rather work for a union company than a non-union company any day. And we can talk about that some other time, get a little deeper into the unions, but union companies are good career jobs. And So ABF, they have big signing bonuses right now. And it's different amounts, I guess depending on what state that you're in. But I know Dallas terminal was like 5,000, I think. Some terminal 6 or 7, and you've been with a union company. I mean, top of the line, LTL. That's less than truckload, and you can still do line haul if you want to. You can drive on the road for an LTL company like ABF, and you'll still be home like every other night. It just depends on what kind of run you get, but the road drivers don't stay gone, for weeks. In majority of the terminals, I know there's been some terminals where they do stay kind of gone, but not the majority of the drivers. I guess you have to pick that. But yeah, ABF is one of the top of the line companies to go to if you want to go local. And right now they're doing big signing bonuses, union companies, overtime after 8. Man, it's all kind of perks with ABF. Teamsters Union. It's all kind of benefits with that. The insurance is like you just pay union dues, like $65 or something a month, and that's your pension included in that. That's your health insurance, job protection, which job protection is never like guaranteed, but people don't get fired at ABF really. I mean, you got to do some crazy shit to get fired. Like, you got to flunk a drug test like twice. You know what I'm saying? Come with fake doctor notes. I mean, you got to do some real fraudulent shit to get fired. So, if you need, information about ABF, I can help you with that. And most LTL companies, I can help you with those because I've been around LTL for a long time. So a lot of people don't know what to do. They just want to go local, but they don't know where to start. And you don't even got to go to school. Just go to the company. Say, I want to be a driver, and I don't have a CDL, got a good driving record. I can pass a drug test, and I'll work the dock if I need to, or hustle on the yard, whatever I need to do. Put me on, and how long do I need to, how long will it take before I can start driving? And good chance they're gonna pull you right on in, and you'll be able to start. I started on the dock. I worked on the dock for 3 months in LTL carrier, and after 3 months they sent me to their school. But I went to another school already though. I went to a school and for 4 weeks got my training, got my CDL, I got my hazmat, doubles, triples, and tankers. So if you're going to school, it's best that you get all of that if you want to go local. Because a lot of these companies you see going down the highway with these double trailers, those LTL companies. Most of them, they have different divisions, but that's LTL freight. It helps to distribute that freight smoothly when they have 2 trailers like that, because they can run, they can drop one, keep going, drop one, hook up to another one, keep going. It's flexible. So you want to get your doubles and triples endorsements. You got to get your tankers, because we hauling totes, and when you hauling a tote and they have liquid in it, now you have to have tanker endorsement in order to haul that. So, and you want to get your hazmat. If you got criminal background, it might be rough depending on what your charges were or whatever you was convicted of. So get all your endorsement, get the hazmat, get the doubles and triples, and get your tankers. And if you show up to a company with all of that and no experience, you still might get the job pretty easy, especially right now, because the industry is begging for drivers and more trucks. So get those endorsements, Man, stop smoking weed if you smoke, or whatever you do. Get your money. Show up, piss clean, have your CDL endorsements, and you some steps ahead of everybody else. But if you don't have anything, as long as you got a good driving record and you can piss clean, and you know how to go in there and talk to them folks, let them know you about your business, still probably can get the job, and then they're gonna help you through the process. So ABF top of the line. You know, you got questions about the union, you got questions about LTL and local companies, you can holler at me. I did 15 years local. I never drove on the road. I mean, I done took some trips, but it was because I just chose to take those trips. That wasn't what I did regularly. But like I say, FedEx, that's another good one. Now, the bottling companies, they'll take you to Coca-Cola. It's times where they're hiring, no experience. I don't know what's going on with them right now, but Coca-Cola. But bottling companies, that's a turnoff to me, because they're going to work the shit out you. And they're not going to pay you like everybody else either. But if you don't have no experience, you've been making $12 an hour all your life, then it ain't a bad thing to get your experience at a bottling company like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, any of those bottling companies. The food service companies probably similar. Anything with a side loader, I don't want no parts of that, because I already know what that means. You finna hump, you know what I'm saying? So nah, I don't want no parts of that. And not just because I'm saying don't do it, I won't do it, because I done, just from what I done been through already, then that's not for me. But for a new driver, hell, I would consider that. And then once you get your experience, you can go where you want to go. So, I'm just gonna end it. I'm gonna end it with that. And any questions, just holler back at me and we can chop it up on that. So y'all enjoy y'all day. If y'all want local, hopefully y'all get it. And I'm gonna make another video and get a little bit more into the Teamsters, the union, on another video. Because a lot of people don't know nothing about union. When the union come, they vote no. Company threaten them and all that. No, vote yes. Always vote yes for the union. That's for you. The company is gonna be against it, because it's not in the company's best interest. It's in the workers' best interest. That's why it's called a labor union, because it works for the laborers. You even got some of the laborers that's gonna be swinging on the company's nuts, telling you they don't want that, because they get what they want from the company anyway, because they in there buddy. So yeah, you got some of those, but a lot of the laborers not getting treated right, not getting paid like you really deserve. So vote yes for the union. Like, why not? Why not have some representation? People gonna lie to you, all kind of lies. Man, they just want you to pay. You gotta pay dues. You gotta pay all this high insurance premiums, and then the insurance be garbage. You gotta spend big money still when you go to the doctor, and that's a racket. When I go to the doctor with my union benefits, I pay a copay sometimes, but I don't be spending money out of pocket. And I only pay $65 a month. And that's for my pension, for my insurance. I can have 1,900 kids. It's not going to go up. So let nobody tell you the union just wants your money. The union going to offer you a lot for your money. So it's not like that. Go to these other companies, they paying $100, $200 a week. Unless they don't have no kids and it's just them. But then when they use the benefits, when they use the insurance, they still gonna pay a percentage that I don't have to pay. So just the insurance alone is killing you with the non-union companies. So I pay $65 a month. They pay more than that a week. Then they still putting into retirement, and they don't have no kind of job protection, no kind of representation. But we can talk all day about the union, you know what I'm saying? But the union is popping. So ABF provides a lot. I mean, I'm about entrepreneurship, you know, and having my own truck and have my own company and all that, but you gotta start somewhere. So look for somewhere to start. Check ABF out. That's you know what I'm saying? That's top of the line right now. UPS freight is good, but I don't know if they hiring people with no experience. I say FedEx, another good one. Overtime after 8. A lot of these local companies, they don't even pay overtime. So, I mean, period. Some of them you gotta work like 50 hours and everything after 50. Some of them time and a half after 40. I mean after 45. But ABF time and a half after 8. That's another benefit that came from because of the union. And a lot of these non-union companies, they try their best to compare, but they can't. And the only reason why a lot of the non-union carriers are paying more money and trying to offer more to their workers is because they're trying to keep up with the union, so their workers won't leave them. So, like Old Dominion, you got their good non-union company. You got Saya, they pretty decent non-union company. XPO, you got Southeastern, but you know they'll try to pay more money, but a lot of times you're not gonna get time and a half when you get overtime. And you got companies that say time and a half after 50, and when you get 49 hours, they rushing you to go home. You know, so I mean, they ain't trying to pay, but they billionaire companies though. So I don't like working for greedy companies. All of them got their greed point, but still, I mean, ABF, you know, hit ABF up. If ABF don't work for you, maybe you want to try FedEx. If FedEx don't work for you, then I will consider Saya. Then maybe Old Dominion. Now after that, maybe XPO or Southeastern. I don't know about Central. I heard some bad things, so I don't know. I can't speak on Central. I don't know for sure what's going on now. But any more questions about local? If anybody else got some other information about local companies, you know, come in. So we can help some of these young drivers out, you know, get in here and get some of this local money and be at home every day with their family. You know, I know that's important. And catch y'all on the next video. Peace.